gamer flavor. Here we are, dropping like it's hot. Am I right? All you other middle-aged housewives out there, love that reference. I think this would be horrifying, but if I knew it wouldn't kill me, it'd be kind of fun.
Baby, you afraid to die?
Oh, well, baby, don't want to jump into the void. Oh, kind of afraid of maybe what's after.
What if this is what's after?
That'd be kind of cool, actually. Wait, just this?
Just this.
Okay, no, I don't like that.
Forever.
Not a fan of that.
And it's gotta be this one, like.
Well, this looks like hell. It's all red. Everybody knows hell is red.
That ghost trying to eat you. They even have knives and forks. I don't know if you noticed.
I did not. Well, that's better.
And it starts all over again.
Oh, I gotta defeat enough enemies,
The
huh?
man is back. You did it.
Thank goodness.
The musical note.
Yeah. All right. Probably up a little too low. There we go. Ooh. Meant to be water, I'm assuming.
A flood? Strange. It's coming from upstairs.
A flood, you say? Perhaps some ladies are all excited on the upper floor. Oh, I jest.
It's pretty good.
Mickey!
He's drowning in it.
It's this musical score. It has him trapped.
You won't be able to defeat that darkness with brute force. I'm Mickey, the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Who are you?
Hear that?
Riku! If brute force won't work, tell me what will.
Do you really mean you're gonna try and help me?
Yes.
Gosh, Riku. Something tells me you
Wait,
and
did
I
he
are
already
gonna
say his
be
name
good
was Riku?
friends, and we'll help each other out a lot someday.
No, actually, I don't remember. What's even... Well, now it makes sense that
Inside this music is a sound idea powerful enough to dispel the darkness. Can you find it?
I'll try. Leave it to me.
I don't... No, I don't think he said his name. But Mickey has proven to live outside of time.
Mickey's immortal, right?
Mm-hmm. At least until his copyright runs out.
It's supposed to happen soon. Time to bribe Congress again.
Is there music happening right now?
Yes, it's just very low. I don't think I've actually sat and watched Fantasia all the way through.
The first one or both?
Either.
They each have good moments.
Well, there's...
I would say the second one's got better music, but the first one is... No, it's hard to say.
Which one has the thing on the mount? The demon?
That's the first one. Night on Ball Nightmare on Ball Mountain.
I'm surprised that something from the, what, 40s? Would have had that.
Oh, you're talking about the... something from the 40s? Yeah, I guess so.
Do you think the sound idea pun works in Japan?
Yeah.
Really?
I bet they have a different pun. Like, it's probably like the same general idea, but they don't say it exactly like that. Probably like a musical key.
Oh, God.
You know?
Yeah. Terry. Jesus, it just gets you right into it.
Yeah. Don't mess around. That didn't work either.
Tornado strike. Mission accomplished.
I don't think they get that reference. You might want to
That's
explain
for me. We were watching Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol because we're going through all the Mission Impossible movies. And just in a tone that makes no sense for the rest of the movie, when he finally wins and hits the button to disable the nuke that's going to destroy something, Tom Cruise yells, "Mission accomplished!" and then slams his fist on the big red button.
And then nothing happens.
It didn't work, did it?
No,
the first time.
Great. Yeah, that was a great moment. It almost made the... I mean, it's not like the movie wasn't worth seeing, but
It was a fine movie.
but it made it better.
Yeah, it was a total tone shift. Because before that it was all, oh, I better Tom Cruise run away from this sandstorm.
Mr. Treasure
Eh? Where?
left.
Oh. Oh, is this the dance of the sugar plum fairies?
Guys, you got me.
Wee.
It's mid, bro.
Dashing around willy-nilly.
That's one of my favorite of the young people's phrases.
It's mid.
I don't know why it tickles me so.
Is that still a young people phrase?
Well, when I was at the movie theater working with people who were 22 and under, they said it a couple of times unironically. So it made me think that it was still like one of the... Maybe it's not a young people thing, it's a 20s people. Is that young?
That's pretty young.
30 young?
That depends on who you ask. I feel like it's still pretty young. I don't feel as... I felt less confident in my 20s. You know, like in professional settings or...
Well, that just makes sense.
when adulting, you know?
I mean, how could you? You have no experience with this.
Right. I'm probably at my professional peak as far as my ability to learn new things, you know?
Yeah. No.
Not really.
I think that you could still learn more.
I
It
guess.
just depends on what you're doing.
It's just things will continue to move so quickly, and you have to always be up on the new stuff. I guess I'm doing okay, though. Like, I'm trying to put a report in Power BI, and, you can use ChatGPT and be like, I want to make a report that does this, and it'll be like, oh, here's the code, just put it in. And it's pretty good.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It does require a lot of context.
James was talking about that. You guys don't know wits, James, so you guys shut up.
Oh, how pretty.
This probably looked better on 3DS to me because everything was like poking out.
Oh yeah, it's all 3D and shit.
That probably affected my opinion of it. This remaster, it looks good, and things look slow enough. The girls are really slow, and the dragon is down. If you go kill yourself next to him, you'll be okay. I
Does that
don't know.
work?
I don't know what happens.
I don't know.
I wonder what that here cutting out. We are too. Those leaves are bigger than Riku. I wonder if the Redwood Forest has leaves bigger than people. Never been there. Their friend in the Air Force who got married there.
That's a neat place to get married.
I don't know what happened to him.
It's dead.
Probably. No, he had a baby. He moved to...
People have babies die.
Yeah, but he moved into Italy with a parole officer.
What?
I don't know. Isn't that just as likely as him dying?
No, everyone dies.
Everyone moves to Italy with a parole officer.
You know that's not true.
Well, everyone who has a parole officer.
This time.
That little dragon thing gives Riku really good power, but I don't know how to make it.
Okay, I was about to get mad. I was about to get real mad, like big mad, bro.
You made it.
Path of leaves? Lettuce leaf?
No, I get it. I don't...
It didn't work, I know.
There's a treasure across there.
Where?
Left.
Almost overdid it.
So up there?
Yeah.
I think I can do this. What is this place?
What fresh hell have we gotten into now?
That's quite beautiful. Remember that Tetris Effect game?
That was a pretty game.
Yeah, it was. Did we ever beat it?
Yes.
Oh no, this is the something. Nutcracker maybe?
No, they didn't do Nutcracker.
What's
Maybe it is Nutcracker.
Yay. No. Yeah? Look at that cave vagina. About water.
Every day. I can't imagine being one of these kids.
What do you mean?
Like,
What, Riku or Sora?
yeah. The worlds that they exist in. I hate this fucking path. I guess you're supposed to go the other way. However you get over there.
Let's see.
Well, you went that way.
I didn't finish though.
Oh. You actually have.
And I got knocked down. But I get up again.
You know who sings that?
No. You neither? You neither?
Woody Harrelson.
God. Woody.
I wonder what his real name is.
Probably Woody. He looks like a Woody. Yay!
His real name is Woodrow.
Really? Okay.
No wonder he goes by Woody.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, me too. I thought you might take damage, but I guess not. I don't know. Maybe if you stay in it too long. You got out of it pretty quick. I don't think you can do it to that. Call me crazy. Call me Karen. You found it.
I did it. It's a sound idea.
Bing! Sound ideas go bing bing!
It's like a jet, but in reverse. Bing.
Bing! Bing! Bing!
What's this place?
Of the Bald Mountain? Are we meeting Chinnabog?
Chernobog.
It's not Chinnabog? Oh, it's just you.
You waiting for me?
Yes. The boy chosen by the Keyblade. Riku.
What?
He's just been standing there
It
for
was
like
yours
2
first,
straight days.
wasn't it?
He'll show
But you
up
succumbed
eventually.
to the darkness you could not control. And your prize, the Keyblade, passed on to Sora instead. Your mistakes always end up being other people's problems.
Maybe so. But I'm here to change all of that.
Once again,
I
you
know.
performed predictably, although on a grander scale than I imagined.
If you're feeling so chatty, let's skip to where you reveal what this is all about.
I don't know how you did it, but you really have found a way to trap darkness inside your heart.
Is that unique to
And a
Riku?
boy who's immune to darkness is of no use to us.
Well, there's some good news.
I think so.
Your
He
abyss
learned how
awaits.
to control the darkness rather than, you know, ward it off.
Sora's just like pure light, right?
Yeah, Sora's a warrior of light. I don't think there's any... I mean, he has darkness, apparently. He keeps turning into anti-form shit.
I know hurt.
Because he knows hurt, that's why.
Chernobog doesn't skip gym day.
Even though Riku can control the darkness in him, he can't defeat darkness entirely. Like, he still can succumb to it, I guess, even though he won't lose his heart. It's all very mystical and full of things. I don't remember this fight at all.
It's pretty neat.
They're supposed to use that works too.
So
Got
you just
one
have
hit.
to... Okay.
And here we go again.
This is very visually cool.
Oh yeah.
Neat. What are these things? Oh,
Changing your health for
try
sure.
spinning. That's a neat trick. You don't know that, right?
That's a neat trick.
I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick.
No, I don't. What's that?
It's from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
That's pod racing.
It is the same character, but it's later. He gets into the Naboo Starfighter, the same ship that Mandalorian uses.
Oh, okay.
And
It's the same one?
not the same one, the same model.
Oh, okay.
And he's like not sure what to do in response to these fighters and stuff. And so he's just like, I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick. Get a lot of lines.
You always do, didn't you? Is there a movie that he didn't get a bunch of lines?
Help! Get off of me! Oh, jeez!
You're still alive. Here comes some more dead.
Yeah!
Wow. That's cool. You got space for another move.
Put on some pants, Chernabog.
Churn. Yeah. I got nothing.
Yeah. More like Dernabog, because you're Dern.
Yep.
Thank you, Riku. Say, can we try out that sound idea?
I'm really into sounding. Ah.
Wee. Look at me. I'm a conductor.
It's the most awkward conducting I've ever seen.
Not yet.
Oh, I love that melody.
Oh, what?
By our powers combined.
Am I supposed to do something?
Nope.
Oh, it's just
It's
lingering
just like-
on the moment.
Just a nice, long moment. I mean, you beat the level pretty fast. Maybe Riku's just wasn't as involved.
Maybe.
That was amazing! What happened?
Sora.
Sora? Funny. Just hearing that name kind of makes me want to smile.
Yeah. That's how he is.
What do you know? Riku and Sora. The sound ideas you two set free joined together. And when they did, they made a great and powerful harmony.
Sora can find the brightest part of anything and pull off miracles like there's nothing to it.
It's funny.
It's pretty hard not to smile
the
around him.
lines that keep getting dropped.
Wow! No wonder the music sounded like so much fun. But I bet he's got you to thank for that. Having such a good friend means he could really enjoy it.
Huh?
It's like each of you is holding on to a little part of the other. Your hearts are always in tune, so they're
Riku's
free to
like,
sing.
It ain't little.
Gosh, I hope I can be part of the team someday.
You will. Trust me.
I hate that the sound sucks.
We'll get it taken care of.
Or we won't.
Well, we will.
That agrees with
Now you agree with me, right? I don't know. That didn't sound like an affirmative.
me. That's funny.
Affirmative?
No, I get it.
Do you?
No.
Well,
I've never heard something
fur.
so clever. My head is going to explode.
Oh, sweetie, it's another hour. You're fine.
Master Yen Sid? Gosh, do you think he'll be able to do it?
Clear you cannot
Just a
teach a
second.
cat to bark. But Merlin and the three good fairies are aiding him in a place that's more temporally flexible. My hope is that he can at least learn to wield it. He certainly has fire, so I suppose it depends now on how strongly it burns.
How strongly does it burn, my sweet?
But what about Sora and Riku?
Well, if we are running on the assumption Xehanort knew what we were planning, then he still would need to have been there. back in the very place and time when the Destiny Islands were lost to darkness. Otherwise, Sora and Riku would have been beyond his reach.
Gee, do you really think it's possible Xehanort could have planned things that far in advance?
No, as a matter of fact, I do not.
But what if he did the same thing as Sora and Riku did, and he jumped through time?
For that to work, a version of himself would have had to exist at both source and destination. Not even Xehanort can transport his whole body across vast reaches of time.
You would think that.
You also think Xehanort didn't plan this far in
no.
advance. But apparently
I
he
remember
did.
Xehanort did give up his body. It was a version of him that was possessing Riku.
Oh,
It
no!
cannot be. Could he be that cunning? Possess that kind of foresight?
If it's all right with you, can I go help Sora and Riku out?
How? You cannot enter the world of a dream. Where will you go?
If Xehanort really is behind all this, then they won't stay in the dream worlds forever. Eventually, they're gonna reappear somewhere that we can go reach them. And we can even probably guess the place.
Where?
Follow the hearts, and you'll find the way. That's something Master Aqua told me once.
No, it's not. You just played through her story.
She never said that.
She never said that.
We're going too.
Aw, fellas, you're my best pal.
Maybe she did.
But this
whenever
time,
she's looking
I
for
really do need to
Terra.
go it alone. The dangers are greater than anything we've ever faced before. If something were to happen to Sora and Riku and me, why, you'll be the only ones left to keep this world safe.
Mickey, I was not able to locate Sora. But I sense Riku's presence in the realm between.
The realm between?
Trust your heart, and I know you will
Which
find
one's
him.
that?
You remember
you.
where Axel and Sora
I
fought all the
promise I'll bring
nobodies?
them
Yes,
both back
of course.
safe and sound.
Does that mean the world that never was in the realm of darkness?
No, it is also a world in between.
Okay. Is that the world that never was?
Yep,
That's funny.
yep.
Alright.
Go to it, just make sure that's what it's called. Yeah,
That's funny.
that's fun.
Well, I guess they were talking about the realm between, so it makes sense.
Twilight Town, Traverse Town, Castle Oblivion, the world between, and or I forget what it's called. That place where Axel and Sora fought, and then this world. There's one other one. I want to say, but yeah, those are the ones that are in the realm of betweenness.
Okay. So does this mean we're pretty close to the end of the game?
So this is the last level. There is a secret thing after, and it takes a little bit to
Okay.
do it. I actually have to look up a piece because there's like this whole part where you have to choose 3 answers, and if you get it wrong, then you have to do it all over again, and it's really frustrating. I think I did it like 7 times before I got it right, and then so now I just look it up because it's just not fun.
Well,
That part anyway. Especially that fucking fight. There are at least 2 fights after this level that are fucking hard. That's
is
all
it
I
worth
gotta say.
doing?
Yeah, you won't be able to understand. I mean, you can understand Kingdom Hearts 3, but you want to see it if you want that whole picture.
Of course. Well, we'll try this out on the next episode of Gamer Flavor. Goodbye.